welcome back to the National Frame Builders Association show in Knoxville, Tennessee. My name is Heidi Ellsworth, and we've just been walking around the show. I have to tell you, coolest stuff. In fact, we're looking right across the aisle. We're looking at weather vanes and cupolas. This is a great show. But the best part is my friend Randy Chaffee.
Oh man,
I have to tell you.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, this is the favorite part of my show. I'm going to leave.
You gonna leave after this?
My mission is done.
I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah.
Okay, wrap it up. Let's
wrap it up.
We talked to Randy. That's all
we need to do.
Well, let's start with an introduction. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us about your business.
Sure. Well, thank you, Heidi. It's a pleasure to be here, by the way. Randy Chaffee is the name, as you've already said. I own a rep agency, Source One Marketing. Mm-hmm. So we rep manufacturers in the metal roofing and post frame building industry. I might as well do it here. So this is a big announcement.
Okay.
I always say a tagline is 4+ decades in the industry, which is not a lie, but I've been lying a little.
Yeah. Let me guess.
It's 50 years.
Oh, congratulations.
I know, but see, that sounds like so long. It sounds so old.
5 decades sounds really cool.
I know, cool or old.
I know.
But okay, I did it since I was 2. Can we go there?
Yes. Exactly.
But no,
exactly.
So I've been doing this forever and ever and ever, and you know, I've
you
never been out
love
of
it.
I love it. I'm so
thing.
blessed to be
That's
in this
so
industry.
Great. Yeah.
It's fun to be in the industry. The people are great. The people in the industry and the ancillary people outside of it that service the industry. It's just a place I want to be. And I don't, people ask me, I said, you're old. You know, when are you going to like not do this? I said, well, my goal would be not like today, but it's to fall over dead into one of the booths at the show, you know, because I mean, that's what I want to do. This is what I love. It's what I do, right?
We're going to be walking around. You're going to be sitting here.
Is that Randy? What's that movie, right? Where they do, Weekend with Bob or Bernie.
Bernie.
Is Randy? He's been here for 28 minutes. Is he alive or just
He
something?
Hasn't been moving. That's not normal for Randy.
No.
He's usually all over the place.
Oh, it'll be great. It'll be great. But yeah, so that's what I've done. And
talk about your show.
Yeah. So. Okay, well, yeah, thank you. I have a podcast called Building Wins Live. You've been on a couple of times, I think.
Yes, and Karen's been on it. I think Megan was on.
Megan was on.
Yep.
And so it's really a short version. I started out with it to be in front of my customers, in front of potential customers, and suspects, which are people we all know suspects.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know if they'll be a customer they want, but to be in front of people, because I really believe that visibility equals opportunity.
Right,
and
always.
During the COVID world, the lockdown, I couldn't see anybody. So this was a way to be in front of people when I wasn't traveling. And I liked it so much. Then I started guesting on shows and doubly liked it.
Right.
And I said, I'm going to continue doing this. The Building Wins came from the aspect of the building industry.
Yes.
And I still very focused on the building industry as far as my guests. But I reach out and look at it more as building wins. Could be spiritual wins, health and fitness wins, personal wins. Wins are wins.
Wins, yes.
And you throw wins on the win pile, and one win builds off the other, right?
Right.
And so if I have a business coach or a sales book author, that's still stuff that we can use in our industry.
Yeah.
And so that's what I've really been doing with that. And you didn't ask about it, but a quick little spin-off.
Yes.
Is so that's I've got away from just 100% industry. So now I've got a YouTube channel I'm getting up and going called Let's Chat with Randy Chaffee.
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
That is 100% industry based.
Okay.
Everything I do with that is about the post frame and metal roofing industry.
Oh, that's great.
So, and that gives me something to do in my spare time, which I don't have.
But you like it.
But I like it. So
we like YouTube too. Here we are.
Yes, we are.
And I think you inspired me so much when we first talked. I mean, I've known you for quite a while, but I think it was back before 2018, 2019 that we met. And you inspired me during COVID with what you were doing with videos and your emails, your podcast and your live event. Everything you were doing, you were really ahead of the game. And you already told us this, so I can say this without getting in trouble, but 5 decades.
Yes, I did.
Right? There's not, a lot of times people kind of go, I'm not going to do that technology stuff. Yep. But you are constantly on the forefront, adapting. Now you're going on YouTube. I mean, it's really cool.
Well, thank you. And I'm a big believer. One of the biggest things I learned coming out of COVID was adapting.
Yes.
And being an adapter.
Yeah.
You got to anticipate adapting and accept it and be okay with it. Look for it and prepare yourself.
Yeah.
For whatever it might be, and you may not even know what it is yet, but be always in that mindset of preparing. And this morning at the NFBA show, because that's a big part of what I'm doing here, is I'm the board of directors, blessed to be with the NFBA, and I got to introduce this morning one of our speakers, Kevin Fox with Foxworks, and we talked about AI. You've met Kevin.
Yes, and great guy. I could have talked to him for an hour.
Oh, it was great. I had him on the podcast, and then I met up with him in Florida, and we talked for like 3 hours at a microbrewery. And I'm such a big believer in AI. That's another thing. If you don't use AI, you're going to get behind so fast.
Exactly. You're going to be left behind.
Yep. I use it every single day.
Yep.
Every day, all day long. It's right on my home screen on my phone.
Yeah.
Chat GTV all day long. That's the one I use.
Yeah.
It's a big believer. So if you don't use it, you're losing out.
You are. You're totally losing out. You're going to get behind
so fast. And it's not that it does. I don't do it to do anything that I couldn't do.
Right.
But it does it faster, quicker, and better.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's the whole key.
Exactly. That is it, and that's what we were talking about. And I want to kind of go back to all these people you've met through the associations. Mm-hmm. You like myself and like both of our companies, we are huge proponents and supporters of associations. Being on the board of National Frame Builders, tell us a little bit about that association and just what that means for your career and just for overall for your friendships and relationships.
Oh, it's huge. I so much believe in the power of associations.
Yeah,
associations bring so much energy. They bring so much continuity.
Yeah.
They bring the networking. And it's an amazing opportunity to be with people of like mind, but yet step out of the like mind, right?
Right.
And because you can get groupthink sometimes.
Yes.
And if you talk to just the same people every day, even though that's good, you all start thinking the same. So you need to get out at events like this and get out of the groupthink and talk to people in your industry. But find out what's going on in Arkansas versus what's going on in Maine versus what's going on in California.
Right.
And so that's a lot of the association, but we also bring power in numbers when it comes to lobbying. When it comes to, you or I probably aren't going to get too far with a code official, but we're sure not going to get very far with our state senator. We're not going to get anywhere with our U.S.
Right.
Right. But as a power of numbers,
they
can go and say, hey, we've got this large organization, this large association, and folks, this is what we need.
Exactly.
And so that's a real important part. And then the other thing we do, Heidi, is a lot of educational.
Yeah.
This morning you was upstairs.
Yes.
We have educational every morning, everything from sales and marketing to drones to barn doors to AI to you name it. And so there's a lot of educational opportunities. We also have legal. If you're a member, you have access to legal.
Yes.
You have access to the technical research department. So if there's areas you don't know about, or how do I do this, or what's the answer, you have people you can call.
Yeah.
And then give you the background. And the last thing that is really we're excited about is we started it's online, but we're also doing some proctoring and some tests in-house tonight, I think it is, for a few people that are from the Plain community that maybe can't do or have access to technology.
Yeah.
They can take their test here. We've got 2 different levels of testing to get certified.
Yeah.
So that we can put more, because I think, and my final words on that is, we think there's a lot of value to saying, hey, I'm an NFBA member.
Yeah.
Put that logo on your truck and on your signees, whatever you do. But we want to put another level of you can be now a certified accredited builder.
So important.
Right. And the guys can use it in their marketing more than and it's good for onboarding new employees.
Yeah.
It's good for training existing employees, but also use it in your marketing saying, hey, yes, I might be a couple $1,000s less than this other guy. I'm sure he builds a nice building.
Yeah.
But I am certified by the association that oversees this industry, right? Or involved with this industry.
So true. So true.
That's what we do.
Yeah, I love it. And you can just hear them talking right now. They have things going on in the NFBA booth. And I tell you what, everything you do, everything you give back to the industry is so amazing. And I want to say thank you.
Well, thank you. And I'll tell you, for anybody that doesn't belong to their association, whatever it is, whatever industry they're in,
whatever you're doing,
to get involved, because you got to take care of where you live.
Yes.
You can't just take. And never give back. And that's why I was so blessed to be involved with the NFBA on a board standpoint, is this industry has been very good to me.
That's how we feel too.
And you got to give back.
All these things. And that's why we've gotten so involved with the NFBA, with MetalCon, with MCA, with all of these, because really the metal associations are what makes this industry.
Exactly.
And we got to get, in fact, we're going to be at the MBCEA,
Okay.
all of these different acronyms, but the Metal Building Erectors and Contractors Association in May. So yeah, we're with you, Randy. And, and I love it because I get to see you.
I know, exactly. And I got to say, you've been so kind. What you guys do, the coffee shops, the whole family is amazing.
Oh,
you do so much for the industry. And so anybody that catches this, man, if you're not following you guys, you got to do it.
Got to do it.
Really
well, I feel the exact same way about what you do. Love it. So that's why it makes such a great partnership.
I know.
Yes.
Did I really say 50 years though?
I know. Well,
say that.
you know, I'm over the 30 mark, so and we're moving up.
That's all right. It gives me reason to do it forever.
I know. Why not? I love it.
I know. It's great. Awesome. It's great.
No reason not to.
No reason not to. Love what you do and do what you love, right?
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Well, you know what? We're going to be here the next 2 days. So, you know, on Friday, if you feel like stopping back by, we could do a little recap.
We could recap the show.
We could recap the show on Friday. Let's do that. Okay.
Watch
You're
for
on Friday. Yes. Danny will
keep
us straight, and we are good. So watch for it. We'll be back. Lots of interviews coming your way. Stay tuned.